Indiana wins the national championship over Miami in what has been one of the greatest resurrection projects, arguably in the history of sports. Who would have thought that the Indiana Hoosiers would be a national title winner? Sean, I just got to say, Fernando Mendoza might not have been perfect. The 3rd and 5 play that he had to Becker definitely helped him out. I can't help but come away from this game acknowledging that Mendoza is unbelievably just has the guts, the fortitude to step up when he needs to most. It comes down to that 4th and 5 play where he put his body on the line that gave them the ultimate momentum that I feel like won them the game. There were a couple other things that went their way, but man, I got to give a lot of respect to Mendoza, who proved why he was the Heisman Trophy winner.
He's a superhero. He is a superhero quarterback. I mean, what he did in the national championship game on that run specifically, I mean, that's something that Tim Tebow would have done. That's something that Cam Newton would have done with the physicality, the athleticism, all of it. Like just his desire to reach the end zone shades like college football greatness. And many teams would have folded against to this performance from Miami that they put up with the trenches, how they ran the ball, Malachi Tony's performance. Like there are so many college football teams this year, the previous year, that just would have lost to Miami because it was a great performance from all of them, but it wasn't Indiana. Indiana was able to just maintain and not look phased. How do you do that? How do you make 18 to 22-year-olds not look phased? Cignetti's a genius. He's a freak. He's a football savant, whatever you want to call it. This doesn't just happen, but it happened.
No, and I think that that's what it all comes down to is the composure of this team. There were so many opportunities, I think, that a lot of teams would falter, and they continuously got up off the mat, especially at the start of the second half when they came out flat. Miami seemingly had all the juice. Everything was flowing in the direction. They finally, in spurts, started to get Malachi Tony going. Mark Fletcher rips off the long run. That is a situation where it's a pivot point in a game, and Indiana absolutely could have collapsed. They could have given the game away over to Miami for the way that they were starting to finally be grinded down by the Hurricanes. And instead, you get this moment where multiple moments where Mendoza, he wasn't perfect in every single situation, but I don't think you need to be perfect in a championship game when the game is on the line. Do you make the right read? Do you make the right decision? Do you make the right throw? Are you willing to take the risks? Are you willing to take the big hit? That is why I'm so overly impressed with Mendoza and why I come away thinking this is one of the greatest seasons in the history of the sport. They're not one of the greatest teams in the history of the sport, but this is one of the greatest seasons for the fact that Indiana is now relevant as a national title winner. That Fernando Mendoza established that, hey, I won the Heisman Trophy because of what I have done to step up in key moments to help my team win. My stats might not be Joe Burrow-esque, but I've done everything that has been asked of me in order to finish the job. Pick 1-1 absolutely should be the Raiders' first overall selection.
Yeah, the clutch gene is there. The decision-making processing power is there. Like, just huge third down conversions when he needed it, and he was under pressure a lot. He got hit in this game by Miami. He took sacks, a lot of them, actually, and still was able to stay relatively unfazed and make the right decisions. They don't just do that. Quarterbacks just – it's so difficult to find a guy that is able to take that beating and then still stay with it. It's like shades of Matt Stafford, like when he first got to the league, where he would just get the piss kicked out of him and he'd get back up and just keep on throwing the rock around. And I think Mendoza has that. He's just – I don't know. People are going to mock him for being the Eagle Scout, for being, a little nerdy and not being like a hyper aggro athlete. He's one of the best quarterbacks in college football. I mean, that we've seen in the last couple of years, like really genuinely tremendous player, superhero at the college level.
Yeah, I think because he doesn't do it in a sexy manner where it's not for 350 and and he doesn't have the 50-yard rushing touchdown. The individual throws that he has, I think, is what makes him truly special. Folks, comment below your thoughts on the national championship game. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'll talk to you later.